gang? Unwrecked here. Picking a project up after work. I'm almost to work right now. But I'm gonna leave work just a little bit early so I can beat all the traffic. Hopefully get this car and get home in decent time. I'm excited for this one. I mean, I'm always excited for a new project, but I like these. And I think you might see another one in the future. I'm not saying that I got another one because I didn't, but if I like this one, it could happen. Just saying. But yes, my friend was looking for a car, really good friend. He's helped me out lots of times. Like my previous house, which you guys weren't, I wasn't around YouTube then. He helped me put a roof on my house. He helped me remodel. He's never asked for anything. He's always been there when I needed somebody to help. The drywall in the garage, he helped me lift all that up into the gym when we drywalled the gyms, and he never asked for anything, and he never, you try to offer him something and he won't take it. So he actually came to me. His Prius has 350,000 miles on it, uses about a quart of oil a week. Now, he does have other vehicles. In fact, he has an old one that needs restored. I might have to hit him up about that. It's an old Spitfire Triumph. But he also has old square body Ford 7.3 that he bought brand new, and it still looks like it came off the showroom floor. And it's a stick shift crew cab. It's immaculate. It's nice, but he doesn't drive that. He drives this old Prius. I got him something really, really nice. So he's gonna have a very nice second car now, which is actually his primary driver. So I think he's excited about it because he didn't realize that these get as good a gas mileage as they do, and they're still all-wheel drive. So we'll see you guys when I'm done with work. And yes, I hate going to work just as much as all you guys do, but I mean, just get up and get at her. Pitter patter, get at her. Work day done, let's get it in.
Have you ever walked the high pass, watched the northern lights flash, took a photograph on a Paris street? Have you ever climbed a tall tree, asked someone for mercy, gave something away that wasn't free? I don't wanna get a vision of you stuck in my head, because I know that you were meant to be wilder. Another night of television while you're lying in bed is slowly gonna be the death of you. Have you ever really lived? You talk a big game, but it's just a matter of time. Have you ever really lived? We're all on the clock here. In the blink of an eye, you're gone. So for once in your life. Build something from scratch that wasn't even for you. Have you ever? When you hear the waves are crashing over Nazareth, man, don't you wanna see them? And I don't wanna get a vision of you stuck in my head, because I know that you were meant to be wilder. Another night of television while you're stuck in your head. Is that really how it's gonna be? Have you ever really lived? You talk a big game, but it's just a matter of time. Have you ever really lived? We're all on the clock here. In the blink of an eye, you're gone. So for once in your life, try the deeper water, feel the pull of whatever is out there, and ask yourself this once: have you ever really lived? Be honest now. Be honest. Is this really how you wanna roll? And if you don't, it ain't too late to turn it around. Be honest now.
Cold start. Oh, what a relief it started. I could not get power to this thing. It did not want to take the juice. She started. That's right, kids. We got a 2013 Impreza Sport wagon. It's not a cross-track. I guess the difference between them is just different trim. I think the cross-track sits higher and the tires are a little bit bigger. And the cross-track's not rated as good a gas mileage as it. These are rated 36 highway, and I've seen where people have been getting up to 38, which is as good, if not better, than what I've been getting out of my Honda. I really like this car, and the motor sounds healthy. So when we get home, it has no coolant in it, so I need to get it unloaded and in my driveway. I can't get it in the garage right now because my truck, the C10's up on the lift, but we need to get it in the garage then after I get the C10 done. But yeah, still working on that episode, so we're kind of like intertwined right now. But let me get home and we can go over this a little bit better. Yeah. So the main problem I'm having with that car starting, this battery, it was at zero volt. I think it had 0.018 or something like that. It was extremely low. So I shocked the battery where you put it on like a high voltage setting. On this, it's 50 amp, and let it on there for like 2 minutes, because I couldn't even get my repair thing to work on that top Dawn charger thing. So put it on that for a couple minutes, and now I have it on trickle charge, and it looks like it's taking. Let me check the voltage on it. So should be better than zero at this point. I guess we'll see. 13.5, 13.6. So it's, I think we shocked it. I think it's working. I saw it on YouTube, so it has to be true. You want to do that, leave it on trickle charge for like a day or two, and then we'll see what happens. I hope that works, because that'll save me a lot of money in the future. All right, so that battery is 3 years old. It has 11 of 18 on the side of the battery, so I think it's going to be good. Now, I started digging through the car. I found some personal items in the back, like a bra and some clothes, some wet clothes at that. But there's like a whole closing documentation, like a house closing. All the documentation's in there. I couldn't imagine leaving something like that in my car. So then started looking, and it was a woman's name, and I found some items under the seat, some vape stuff, some little sunglasses, some vape juice, I guess it is, stuff like that. Then I started digging in the glove box, and right here it had brand new tires put on it. That was 11,000 miles ago that they were put on, so that's nice. Here is a receipt for both rear wheel bearings and the left front wheel bearing, and this was done not even 8,000 miles ago, $730 some. Here's another one, and this was a full service at 88,000 miles, so it was about 30,000 miles ago. Not quite. It was about 26,000 miles ago. New air filter, new brakes and rotors, and new spark plugs, which I looked at this when I was unloading it, and the brakes looked like they were new. So then on top of that, this is the same person's name. So this was a single owner, and they purchased this in 2013, so brand new,
for $23,610. I'm gonna have to black some of that. I don't want somebody else's information out. But as you can see, I got power in here. I had an old the battery out of the Infinity, which was taking a crap. I put some water in it up to, because it was down, and I tried charging that, and it's given me enough power to run stuff in this, like open the rear hatch and stuff. All the floor mats are in the back, with a couple other items, like I said. But this thing actually, it fires up and sounds really good. And I don't know how, because it looks like a cam position sensor right here is broken off. I don't know if you guys are seeing that, but that's broke off completely. Right here's the end of the plug. So I would assume that would give me a check engine light or something, and it's not. There's another position sensor down here. It did not break that one, just broke the top one. But I don't know if you can tell this. I grabbed a hold of this front end and just pulled it back out. And I pulled this fender out so the tire wouldn't rub on it. So when I pulled this forward, the radiator and the condenser came back up to where they were supposed to be. We're going to be replacing the whole core support. Radiator, don't know about the condenser. The radiator's broken right here at the top. So we do need a radiator. Coolant bottle, I can't tell if it's broken yet. The bracket for it is broken. Washer bottle's broken. The bumper support is straight. We need a fender, probably the mounts. Actually, these are, they're cracked. It would probably still work, honestly, because that's on the bottom side. Up here's where it holds at. So definitely this fender. This fender we might be able to save. The hood wrinkled it up. As you can see, it's making contact right now, and it popped this out. But I think we can pop that back in and reshape that. I don't know. That's the only part of this fender that's bad, and I can't see. We'll have to do some shaping here. I'll be able to blend over here, hopefully, on this fender. This door has a little bit of damage from this fender, so I'll have to blend into the door on this side. This thing has pinstripes on it. I'm going to probably get rid of those, and they've seen their day. They're dry, and they got cracks and stuff all through them. So the pinstriping's probably going to go. But yeah, this is a really good project, and it was deer damage. There's hair and everything, like the wheels and the bumper and all kinds of stuff. There's still a fog light here, missing this plastic trim here. Yeah, I mean, it looks worse than what it is. It's really not that bad. Guess I should add, this thing has 111,000 miles on it. I believe the air conditioning works. I turned it on. I could hear the compressor kick on. The air was cold, but it's also cold out. So I couldn't really tell you. But everything works. And it doesn't, I don't understand how it doesn't have a check engine light with that sensor broke off. I'm sure I'm just going to have to give it time. It'll probably come around. And so I think we've done enough in this episode. Lots of parts have showed up already. In fact, I forgot to grab one. Let me go grab it. I leave my parts on the kitchen counter. My wife gets mad. So anyways, cam solenoid, heat, temperature sensor, coolant tank, because it is broken. Brand new one. Inner fender, washer bottle, core support, radiator, the one fog light bezel missing, the bumper, and the grill. So this is going fast. Also, on another good note, the battery is taking a charge. So I figured that battery still had life left in it. So we're gonna roll with that battery. And as you can see, there are other things going on the C10. So that's the next episode before we get into the Subaru. And on another note, I listed this officially for sale today, and I have people interested. It's a sad day. So I don't know how much longer I'm gonna have it. Probably not much longer, but it was fun while it lasted. But realistically, I do love this car, but if it was a manual transmission, it would have stayed. It's basically the automatic. And I don't need this car plus the Infinity plus the Honda or another Subaru, whatever I get. This one is just taking up real estate, and it's sitting, and I hate to see this car sit. It needs to be driven. So on that note, if you guys like this video, smash that like button, consider subscribing. Hit that dislike button if your mom's still waiting to go for a ride in the Z. The Z train, not the D train.
see you on the next episode.
Alright.
Excuse me, huh? What are you doing? Was you waiting for me to come out of the garage? Huh? What? What is this? A big stretch. What? What are we doing right now?
Typical. Typical.
Oh, hi. Good morning. It's not like you don't wake me up in the mornings, huh? Jealous. Want to say bye-bye?